darkest secret just exposed on Fox News as Clinton's fixer has finally been revealed. There he is. Yes, Fox News just dropped the bombshell on Hillary. As we reported about a week ago, the National Enquirer broke the news about Hillary's hitman. Well, now he has gone public on national television on the Sean Hannity show. His name is Jeff Rovin. There he is, Jeff Rovin. We got the clip from the Hannity show. We'll play for you in just a minute. Now, they state here, as the Enquirer did report, Rovin was the Clintons' hidden Mr. Fix-It, working 24/7 to silence any hint of a scandal surrounding the couple. Here's a clip of him on Fox.
Reporting now. Look, the New York Times has become the Enquirer has become the New York Times. The world is upside down. We've got to set it right again.
All right, so your job was to help hide their scandals. And the degree to which you're saying they had an open marriage, you're talking about hookers. You're talking about dirty tricks, buying off journalists, and much more. Why don't you give us specifics? You and you say you never got paid. Did you? You never got paid?
I never got paid for this. No.
Why would you be a fixer and not get paid?
Because I was working with people who were involved.
But you got money to pay off other people.
Correct.
And who gave you that money?
Right. Not going to get into that. Those are some of the names that I wanted out of the original article.
So there were certain people that would give you money. Was there ever threats? If you either knock it off or we'll break your legs?
No, it was first
nothing.
of all,
not necessarily from you. I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
or was it all bribery?
It was all bribery, but it was more
payoffs.
Yeah, because you have to.
And was there a sort of a threat, a subtle threat given? You're going to shut up now. Anything like, that's fair question.
No, it's absolutely a fair question, but the trickle-down or trickle-up nature of this was the tabloid sources that I would pay would then go to their sources, who were invisible people like limo drivers, hotel clerks, wait staff, security guards, who would see and hear things and would tip them off. So it went from that group to the reporters to me, and then I had to make the decision about how to deal with it. And most of the time it was just money. There never had to be any threats.
They also claim that, in fact, Hillary did, in fact, have a romantic relationship with Vince Foster.
That was pretty much of an open secret in our circles. The order to intervene with the press for at least a half hour after he committed suicide.
Wow. An open secret, an affair with Vince Foster. Now, that is not something that I was expecting, not at all. But then, of course, the payoffs of all the little people around just to hush him up. Yeah, you didn't see nothing. Here's some cash, here's some cash, here's some cash. Just like he's just walking behind their mess, paying off people, limo drivers, cooks, waiters, whoever. Anyone in their path that could speak a whisper, paid cash. Reporters getting paid to silence and change stories. Boom, boom, boom. Just so the Clintons could move forward in their corrupt political dealings. Now, according to the article, for years, Rovin also not just paid off people, but set up illicit trysts for Hillary with men and women. Okay? Bill Clinton's sleazy affairs also efficiently covered up with payoffs, blackmail, and more. They write that he previously told the Enquirer during the 1980s and 1990s that he was working in Hollywood as a reporter for several national magazines and newspapers. They said because of his good relationship with stars, publicists, and the press, he became a fixer, somebody who helped stars keep embarrassing stories out of the press. They say that he helped keep secrets safe for Hollywood's leading men as well. Quote, in 1991, my reputation was such that I was asked to work on behalf of a fast-rising political figure on the national stage, Arkansas Governor William Jefferson Clinton. They state, quote, I attended a meeting in Hollywood where I was told by an intermediary, quote, there will be a lot of stories coming out in the tabloid press. We want them buried. Quote, I was informed that these stories would involve rumors of Bill Clinton's many sexual dalliances and an alleged ongoing affair of Hillary Clinton with a male member of her law firm, Vince Foster, as well as a female mover and shaker in Hollywood. Now, this is where it's interesting. It says, quote, for a retainer of $4,000 a month paid by a third party, not the campaign, I was told to keep these stories hush-hush in one of two ways, by trading access to the Clintons for positive interviews or by paying off the reporters. So there you have it. The fixer has come clean. This is no longer just something, a rag on the shelf in the grocery store. And as they said at the beginning, the National Enquirer is the New York Times. The New York Times is the National Enquirer. Couldn't have said it better myself. So this is a major bombshell revelation, of course. The lesbian affairs, the affairs with Vince Foster, the open marriage, and of course the payoffs to keep everybody quiet. so that the Clintons could continue their criminal enterprise at the public's expense and at the greater expense for the American people, of America. Okay, not just the public, but the America as a whole. And now this woman wants to go into the White House. Folks, we need to get this thing viral right now. We need to get this everywhere that people can see it. Social media, of course, they're going to bury this. Twitter, no matter what. Put the link in an email. Send it to every single person in your email address book, okay? Send this link everywhere you can. And, of course, comment below. If you like this report, if you got something out of it, give us a thumbs up. And, of course, share this thing. Share the daylights out of this, okay? Everybody needs to know the fixer has come clean. These stories, probably just the tip of the iceberg. So comment below. I'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.